Hello, Luxies. Welcome back to another luxury live show. Of course, with me here is my co host, fashionably Amy, and I'm Kat. So, if you're new to this luxury live show, we do this every week. And today we have a fun topic. We're going to talk about ridiculous and ridiculous is, it's up to how you want to define it, right? It can be ridiculously expensive, it can be ridiculously who's going to wear that, who's going to use that. So, ridiculous, like what is going on? Luxury items, releases that are quite interesting, and you know, we kind of want it. So, we have some slides. All right, so we picked up some stuff from the websites, from I think overall pictures. If any of you have these items, tell us what you think about it. Of course, it's open up for everyone. And if you have anything, okay, anything that you think are like kind of ridiculous, share as well. So let's take my slides. Why is my phone ringing? Sorry about that.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Let me pop up the sharing. We'll start off with some admin, and let's talk about. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the calendar for the rest of the month. So today is the ridiculous luxury stuff that we like. It's kind of fun. Could have it if we want it. Next week, still on my channel, we're gonna talk about the Hermès private sale. If you remember, I did buy some stuff. It was just a couple of days ago. So we're going to talk about it. I don't even know if the private sales are going on in other countries, but it's happening.
No,
It
not
happened.
here. We
Right,
don't have
right.
any private sales ever. So I'm kind of like, oh, I could only listen to what you guys are buying and kind of dream of what you guys are seeing, because I'm like, we don't have this here. So
So yeah, we'll talk about it next week. We'll have some sharing, some reveals, and then at the end of the month we got, because this is a 5-week month. Oksana is joining us, so this is going to be a
Mhm.
special timing. It's going to be 8 a.m. here in Singapore. So convert that to your timing. 8 a.m. Singapore time on Saturday, which is your
5 p.m. in Vancouver time,
yeah.
and 8 p.m. in Eastern time, which is where Oksana is from.
Mhm.
So it's going to be on Friday, 5 a.m., 3 hours before the current timing, just
Correct.
because otherwise it'll be really, really late for her. I'll also be soliciting questions maybe a week before that. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there. It's going to be a nice update chit chat with Oksana. We haven't
Yep.
seen her, yeah, in a while. So
And she's been buying. She's been
she's been
busy. That girl has
busy.
been
Yeah.
busy. Oh my
Traveling.
god.
Yeah. She's been
Buying,
traveling. She's been.
shopping, collecting.
Mhm.
All right, let's get started. Okay. Let's get started with something that I was like,
Oh, corgi.
OMG. Now, let me just say the only reason I haven't bought it is because they don't have a poodle yet. Okay. I'm going to write in and tell them, you need a poodle. Okay. Okay. But they have so many. So Loewe launched this whole line of charms. Now, back charms, for some reason, are exploding. Okay. Like, I mean, yeah, they're all over the place. I'm wondering what happened. Like, people are just decorating their bags and whatever,
Yeah.
backpacks, anything with charms and all kinds of charms, weird charms that shouldn't even be charms, kind of thing. So anyway, Loewe had this corgi charm. It's felt. Okay, firstly, it's felt. A little bit of calf skin, which is actually the leather strap here. Come on, $750 for felt.
It's kind of funny because I saw a real life corgi just 2 days ago. Some owner was crossing the street with the corgi, so he had to pick up the corgi and cross the street. Because the legs are so short, right? I'm like, so cute.
I know. If I have a corgi, I would totally buy it. Okay, Eileen, I know you have a corgi. Come on, you need this. Like you just cannot. I cannot. Look at those ears and those little legs. Look at those little legs. Look at those little legs. Oh my god.
So
Okay,
cute.
so cute. Wait.
Oh
Stop.
my god. Are you serious? That's how they get your money, huh? Because that's not
Look at
cheap.
that.
But they're making
It's
them
not cheap.
really cute.
And look at those ears. And look at those legs.
Ciao, ciao. So
if you
cute.
if you have what is it called, the samoe, you know, the big white fluffy samoe, it looks like that. Okay, seriously, it's like, stop. And if you're like pandas, oh my gosh, wait, we're not done.
Oh,
Stop.
koala bear.
And they're clever, right? Because they made some in silver hardware, so it's not always
Yeah.
gold. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's like the cool vibe version of. Look at the little claws. I cannot. And you know, it's nothing like super special, frankly, but it's just they get you. Okay, they get you. So these are just silly charms. But I'm telling you, if they continue this line and they add more dogs and more, like, you know, if they do a poodle, I'm
It's
hanging
over.
charms on my back. It's over. Bye. Goodbye, 715 Australian dollars.
But actually, it's not
Okay.
bad because like if you went to Australia and you wanted to buy a luxury item to commemorate your trip, the koala
Yeah.
is special. Yeah, and then panda
Yeah,
is
that's
for like Asian countries like China or and
true.
then yeah.
True.
And then of course the dogs is if you have the dog yourself, then I know.
Oh my
Oh, so cute.
gosh. So cute.
Okay, this is mine. So, yeah, when I was like thinking, oh, what's ridiculous for me? Ridiculous for me is like things that I normally wouldn't really buy, practically speaking, because I'm such a practical person, right? So, these are just kind of like, oh, if money was no object. So, if money was no object, I would buy this XXXL. I don't know what they're called now. XXL airline classic flap because just because I want it, not because I need it. I totally do not need it. It's probably too heavy, but I've always liked it. And yeah, I'd buy one. I don't know where.
It's so
Buy one free
huge.
love.
It's like, I think it's as big as my chest. It's like,
It's big. Yeah, I've never even seen one in real life. They have different sizes too. Throughout the years, they've made some that are smaller now, but they're still quite big. But then the original sizes, the really large one for travel, they're quite big. I think it covers more than your body. Literally, it's a travel bag. But
and if you think about it, it is so inconvenient as a travel bag. I mean, like, the size makes sense as a travel
nowadays,
bag.
yeah.
But if you look at it, this giant flap, it's like,
I know.
you gotta like
It's
lift it
ridiculous.
up. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it totally does not make sense for a proper travel bag. You will be like, so annoying, and then the chains will be in the way, because when you're
Yeah.
traveling, you've got like practical things. You've got your jacket, you've got your, water, your passport. Can you imagine if your passport is swimming at the bottom of this pit? But it's cool.
But
It's
I would
cool.
buy one if I could, if really no money was no object, space was no object, and I can travel like a queen. Like, nowadays it's a lot harder just because every airline, especially if you just fly regular
Oh,
economy,
yeah.
they restrict you on weight, on size, on personal items. It's really, really down to the wire now. And it's so annoying to travel. So it's probably more for road trips if I ever got it. But yeah, who knows? Maybe one day, maybe not, maybe yes. But I would like one. I still want
Yeah,
one.
I mean, it's still, I'd like one.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Oh,
As I
that's
was
not that
saying,
ridiculous. Come on.
Well,
I have
hang on. Look, okay, I had to because I know I was oh, it's just so bad. Look at the actual price of the
yeah,
normal. It's exactly the same shoe. Firstly, they're said made for walking. It's literally they hurt us and they created this. Not just kidding. Made for
yeah.
walking. Okay, the actual shoe without the branding is made for so it's a walking shoe. Okay, don't imagine you're gonna wear this and jump in the gym. It's not for that. But they use the same cloud technology. They slapped Loewe's. I mean, there's what is special. That's just that tag. It is three times more. Three
It's
times more.
actually interesting because the Loewe sign, the logo, is not even that visible.
Exactly. I don't
But
understand
but if you love Loewe and then you just want to have like the brand name on it, then it's not that ridiculous. It's okay.
I'll tell you what's different. Okay, look at the Loewe side. So they had the Loewe. Let's go back
Yeah.
to the Loewe just to give you a. Is there an okay? So the anagram looks like this, right? It's like
Yeah.
right. Um, I don't know what do you call it, like a flip of a pic, like they're like a mirror image, right? Then this one is that the Loewe they incorporated the
Yeah.
on as part of the logo, which is okay, fine, but in the grand scheme of luxury things, it's not so bad. I mean, $840. We're talking luxury here. It's very expensive. But when you compare to they're exactly the same at low at the on, you're like, wait a minute.
It's like if you know, that kind of thing.
I saw a comment. It's like buying the koala bear at the $5 shop, but you had to buy
Exactly.
the Loewe version.
Like you know if you know. So if you don't know, then it just looks like regular on shoes.
Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. Okay, so this is one. Let me see. Is there another one? Okay, so I only picked one, but they had a few. They launched two. So there was these Cloud Tilt 2.0 ones, and they launched another one, Cloud something, where I think that version, the bottom of the sole is more like separated, but and that one's not made, even that's not made for running as well. It's sort of more for hiking or something. So they use two of on's technology for this collaboration. Maybe it's kind of nice. So I'm like, maybe. Okay, oh my god, this one.
Oh, that's mine. Oh, so well, okay. So I have a never ending wish list with Hermès, and I keep changing my mind. This is not what I asked for, but hey, if I could, I would love to get this one. We just had, I think, a luxury live show. It was either last week or the week before. And then one of the members was sharing that they were offered the Constance version of this. And I'm like, oh, I knew exactly which one it was because I've been seeing this bag, right, lately on Instagram. And I was just like, you know what? If I could get one, I would get the mini Kelly because, first of all, I don't have box leather yet. So that would be something new and special. And I think having this limited Cruti edition, which is basically means nail, um, well, yeah, kind of with these, what did it call? Like, yeah, nails. Yeah, I thought this was so rock and roll and so cool. And I would totally wear it. It's not so ridiculous that I wouldn't wear it. I would totally wear it. That's the thing. Too expensive though. I think, yeah, this version, because a box is, I know box is more, right? It's more than Epsom. But then having the extra studs, it's like double, I think. Yeah, I think the regular retail price is still double the regular box calf version.
Mm.
So it's kind of ridiculous that way, but I'd still totally wear it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
How much do you think it'll be? 30?
I think it was, I saw on purse forum in USD, it was 20 something thousand retail.
Mm.
So I was assuming that it would be just slightly double the Canadian regular price for box, because I was just converting like USD in Canadian. If not, it would be maybe around 30 or under 30 possibly, just because I saw the USD was 20. I don't remember exactly. Like I'm not gonna get offered this, but I think it.
Who knows? Who knows, right? I mean, like
Probably
maybe.
not, but I would take it though if I was offered it, just because it's a mini Kelly, and I do like it. I actually do like it. Does anyone have one? Because we all don't know the regular price. Hold on, let me just see if I can find it. Prices 2024. Like Purse Farm is a good resource, but they don't have the prices for all the countries, right? It's just whoever posts the price, and it's just whatever people post, right? So okay, let's see. Yeah, so the Cloutier box Cloutier, the studded version, is 25,800 USD. So that's why I was thinking it would be 30,000 Canadian. That's why.
Oh, 30,000.
Yeah, it's high. It's high, right? Like I was thinking, right, if I did a conversion with the currency, although the currency is really high right now, so I don't know if it's a skewed conversion. Oh my gosh, with the conversion it would be 35,000. But anyway, I was thinking it would be around 30,000 Canadian plus tax. That's my guess. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's too much actually.
Ridiculous. But we want
it. It is ridiculous, especially for such a bag that fits almost nothing. But anyway. Okay. So Lance says it's close to 40K. Yeah, so I was thinking it would be around 30K plus tax. Nobody really knows the Singapore or Canadian price, right? I only saw it in USD, so that was just my guess. So maybe it is 35,000 plus tax here. I would assume if you did a direct conversion with the exchange rate. It's a lot.
What? That's too much. Okay, let's move on from that dream. All right, something a little bit cheaper, but really, what is going on? Okay.
Yeah, what is that? It's like a candy?
It's a candy. It's a caramel sweet. It's a bag shaped like a caramel sweet, like the sweet wrappers that you unravel. Look at it. I mean,
that's
come
so weird.
on. But it's so like, firstly, okay, 1,006. When I looked at the price, I was like, oh, that's not bad for something really fun and unique. They won't make this again. It's not that expensive, and it's actually a decent sized bag. So but it's obviously it's canvas only, but I want it.
Really? Why do you want this though? Why? Like I don't see the appeal. What is the appeal?
It's just so funny. It's so ridiculous.
Okay. It's kind of ridiculous. The design is ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. You cannot put anything. I mean, like, look at the swirl hole. It's really like, look at me. I got too much money to buy. Too much money. Here we go.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh. But they are clever though. I mean, they are making so many of these fun things, novelty things and we spoke about this last week, right? I said that my prediction for the next 2 years, you're going to see a lot of these lower price luxury items that are still, they're not in the 5,000, 4,000. You're going to see charms, you're going to see little things, because we're not going to spend the big bucks, but we still don't mind spending a bit. Like, because when I looked at it, I think, okay, if I really want, because it's got a 1 in front, right? Charms, little shoes, little trinkets, small little pouches like this, because people are not going to buy the $10,000 bag right now. It's just like done. COVID overspent.
But is anybody really gonna buy this either?
Yes,
I
I've
mean,
already.
no.
Okay, so you know what? Okay, later I'll
No.
post. One Stokes. You know one Stokes. She's on IG. She has this bag,
Okay,
and I
she's
thought,
different. She's totally like I don't know how to describe her. She's such a fashionista, but in a
yeah. So
very like she's always updated. She always has the new stuff all the time. So
yeah,
it's kind of
but
a different
it's
kind of a
so
fashionista.
ridiculous that I want it. That's the point, right? It's so ridiculous. Okay, wait. You're not done. We're not done with Fendi. We are not done.
This is the charm though. So I guess it's I mean it's just as ridiculous as any charms, to be honest.
It is ridiculous, but it's so genius. It's genius. Like it cuts across all generations that are into luxury now. The young ones who like the Chupa Chups, right? Or at least like maybe they're in on the TikTok, but it goes to me as well because I'm like, oh my god, Chupa Chups. Chupa Chups, they're still around. They have not changed their packaging, they have not changed their design. It is like tried and tested lollipop, one round ball with one stick. Freaking like 40 years of my life, I'm still like looking at Chupa Chups. I'm like, oh, still the chocolate banana flavor is still here. The chocolate vanilla. They haven't changed. Haven't changed. I mean, and now they've got this. This wrapping is so iconic. This is the chocolate banana, like chocolate flavored banana, what chocolate banana or chocolate flavored, but in Fendi. Brilliant. Like this is just so brilliant.
You know what's funny? Because I was waiting for you to explain your reasoning, and I was gonna say I never had this candy. I don't even know how it tastes like. I've never had this candy. I haven't had a lot of candies in my youth because my mom never let us eat candy, so we haven't had a lot of candies in our lifetime. So I don't even know this candy at all. I would never really buy it because I don't. But then when you said banana and chocolate, I'm like, oh, okay. I see the packaging. I see the idea why it's yellow and brown now. But I've never had it. Actually, I've never had it. Never seen it.
No!
Never, ever,
People, that
ever,
Amy loves
ever.
Chupa Chups.
Yeah,
You're
we've
missing
been
out.
deprived. We've been deprived as a kid. We don't have any junk food. Like my mom doesn't let us eat a lot of things. I mean, the most junk food was soda pop, like Coke and
This,
like
yeah.
McDonald's fries. That's like the most junk food we've had.
This is the junk food that you, when you go out, at least here in Malaysia and Singapore, this is the junk food that you, when you
Mm.
go out at the counter where they're gonna pay money at the
Mhm.
cashier, they've got the whole basket and all the Chupa Chups are stuck there, and
Right.
then you'd be like, can I take one? Can I please take one? And then pick up one, and then your mom like, all right, all right. Then you'd be like, ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Walking out the
Oh my gosh.
supermarket. The market, the placement of these Chupa Chups is also brilliant. It's not hidden in the aisles, okay? It's not. It is right at the cashier till. They have thought already, like, shopping is so, stressful with your kids, right? Grocery shopping, like the kids are like, I want to go home, blah blah blah. And right at the till, it's there, sticking out like and it's easy to just pluck one out like a flower, right? Boop, take it, go,
Oh my
shut up.
god. It's $5? It's so expensive. Oh, is it because of Hello Kitty? Oh my gosh. I mean, I didn't know this candy could be this expensive.
Chupa
Thanks,
Chups is
Lance. Oh my
iconic.
oh my
It
gosh.
is.
I honestly
It's,
never had it.
it's
Never had
iconic
it.
as
I don't know how it
burnt
tastes like.
mints. I can, like, even thinking about it, I can even remember like the chocolate flavor, the strawberry flavor, which is a little sour, and then these are the
Mm,
two flavors, and then the orange flavor, but the chocolate is the best, like chocolate vanilla.
okay.
Mm.
Interesting.
Adults like it because it's a little bit of like, you put it in your mouth and you're just like, there's a stick there. And sorry, ex-smokers, like people who smoke, they also buy it because it's something to keep their hands busy. I tell you, this
Um,
Chupa Chup lollipop is brilliant. Like, this is such a great business. This is just a great business. You
yeah.
don't change anything. It's the same plastic stick, that round ball wrapped.
Is it magnet? I wonder because it looks like you can replace the candy inside
Yeah,
and then
you
you
can
can
take it out
close it. So it has
and
to
then you
be
can put your
magnetized or something, right?
Oh, you mean the
Wow.
this cap? Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in store, but I would totally buy one. I'm just waiting. Maybe the resale market will have a few.
Yeah, the charm itself, once it's closed, it's not that ridiculous. It kind of just looks like, yeah, like either a microphone or like a candy. It's kind of funny actually. Wow.
Yeah, but and if you buy it, you get a packet of Fendi Chupa Chups.
Oh my gosh. I wonder what the flavor
Oh,
is with that one. Is it still chocolate and banana,
it
you
has
think, or
to
is
be.
it a
I mean, they
different,
don't, and they don't make. I don't think they make special flavor. Oh, maybe they do as collab, but no.
right?
To
I
me, when
don't
I look at this packaging, it has to be chocolate flavor. It has to be. It's
Would you
like
even eat it though? Because it's Fendi.
I do. I eat it. I'll eat
Yeah, I
one. I
guess
mean,
you
there are
have to
four,
try
right?
it.
There are 5 or 4 of them.
Mm,
Brilliant.
okay. Yeah, that's mine. Okay, speaking of charms, I'm not someone that buy charms, really. I mean, I do, few here and there, but I don't buy excessive amounts. And this was a charm that when it first came out, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, this is ridiculous. I will never buy this. But for some reason, for some odd reason, the more I see it, Instagram, here, there, like in real life, I'm like, you know what? I kind of like it now. I don't know what it is. You just the more you see it, the more you like it. And I also like how this person styled this bag, which I have. I own it, but in different hardware. But I own the exact same bag, and I just like how the black and white buddy charm looks on it. It's really nice. It just goes. And then even though I don't have a dog, and it, I mean, I don't have a horse, and I still have rodeos, so I don't know what it is, but I like it now. So probably too
It
expensive, kind of ridiculous, but I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. But don't think you can even get it here. It's quite popular.
I think it's
I
quite
like
hard to
it.
get. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to get. I like it because I mean I like dog, but then at the same time, this charm, the way they have done it, it actually looks like it's I don't say alive, but there is like a motion. It looks like the dog's like woo.
Yeah. Like,
So
jumping.
yeah, like it's running. It's like really like
Mhm.
doing a sprint and going. So
Yeah.
it actually looks really
I think it depends on
whimsical.
the combination because there's a few combos. There's like the black on black, so black fur and black, and then you almost can't see
Ooh.
it. So I like this black and white because you can see the contrast. And I guess it depends on the color of your bag. If you have, whatever color, if you can match that, that would look quite nice. So yeah,
Mm.
I just so happened to see this exact picture how they matched this color combo to this bag, which I own. So I was like, okay, I can see why it would be people like why people would buy this, because at first I totally could not see it. Like I'm like, rodeos is as far as I can go, or the birdie charm, which I own one now as well. So, but now I'm like, okay, more excuses to find more ridiculous things. It's kind of fun. I don't know.
It's fun.
It
I
goes.
would totally get it.
Yeah, I think this one,
Okay,
yeah, it's fun. I also
fine.
like that charms that Hermès does, which is one thing that they have going for them. I like that they don't have much hardware, if at all, so it won't scratch your bags. That's something I really like about it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. A soft, cheerful accessory for our
I
bag.
know it
It's a
even
fox
says it.
terrier charm in handstone merino wool and Milo skin. Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. We're keeping with the animal theme here. Wait, hang on. Why is it not moving? Oh. Oh my god. Can we just wait?
Oh.
So LV is launching this like damn, they are clever. Okay, they're getting to us doggy lovers. Wait. I mean, not this. I'm not going for these items, but I'm just saying they have a dog thing right now. Like every luxury house is going for it. So this, if you have a French bulldog, come on, look at that charm. If you're
Actually, that's a
willing to,
nice charm.
yeah, and look at this. Look at this bag right here. I mean, if you have lots of money to spill, like, come on. How often do you think LV will make dog bags? probably not often. Okay, so oh my god, look at the dog. This is a really cute dog, by the way. Look at their dogs. Look at the dogs that they have in their campaign. So this is the men's fall. I don't know if it's a capsule collection or I don't know, but so cute. The dogs are so cute in this campaign photos. But the bag that I want, and I'm telling you, I even put an alarm, okay, on my phone, because when it drops on online, I am buying it. It is this bag. It's green. It's a little mini keeple, and it's got a green dog tag with a paw on it.
Aww.
Dead. I'm dead. And even says here, new LV gear will leave a significant dent in your bank balance. I think this is gonna be expensive. Look at the doggy right there. I'm getting it. I don't care what people say. I am buying it.
I actually like this one for you. I really do, because you've always wanted a Speedy Nano. This is even bigger than the female Nano version, so it's more practical. And it's green, and it has a paw. So yeah, I like it for you, actually. I support your decision to get it.
I don't care what people say. I am getting this bag. I just cannot order it. Can't. It's not even launched yet. It arrives in store on the 31st of October. So if any of you see if any of you see the pre-order on LV's app, message me, because I am on it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You're exactly right? Because I haven't seen the right Speedy Nano. Okay. And I haven't seen like something that really got me, but I was like, oh my gosh. I've been looking. Small little ones, the polka dots.
Yes. So cute. I like this one. Cute. It's actually practical too. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Keepal XS. It looks like the Keepal XS. So the Keepal XS is actually a little bit bigger than the Nano, but it's maybe a little bit big,
longer,
longer.
Yeah.
Ashley, I don't have an essay anymore. Ashley, oh my gosh, Ashley, can you do it for me? We'll meet up in LV together to get it. Oh, I don't have an essay anymore. I have not bought anything from LV for years. I haven't. The last thing I bought from LV was with Clara. Clara, when was that? Was that last year? And that was in Hong Kong. And before that, oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, moving on. I think I've got one more. You've got one more. This is yours. I'm going for all the crazy one. Amy's going for all the that's a lot of money.
Oh, okay. I was like, which one is it? I've totally forgot. So I actually showed this necklace, a version of this necklace, in a wish list before, but it wasn't this particular one, because this one is the $55,000 one, which is super thick gold. It's like a huge chunky gold necklace. The version that I showed is the half price. Okay, half price of this. It's slightly thinner, but you know what? If I'm going to be ridiculous and spend that kind of money, and I honestly don't need a necklace like this, I guess there's a lot of things that we don't need, right? It's just want. But if I'm going to get it, and if I can just be ridiculous and get the best one, I'll get this chunkiest one. I don't know what it is. It's kind of simple, right? The design is super simple, but I love wearing a lot of tube tops, and I just love like asymmetrical shoulder kind of tops. Those kinds of tops are my favorite. And I also love showing off my collarbone. I just like this area. So I feel like this kind of necklace really kind of elevates that, that space there. And I feel like you don't even need any other jewelry, no earrings, nothing like that, just a necklace. yeah. So it's a bit
Mm.
ridiculous in a sense that I would never buy it really, and it's a lot of money for a necklace that I can't wear all the time because it's super heavy, I'm sure. But I like it. I
I
really
mean, it
like
is
it.
really, really a statement necklace. It's like
Mm.
bomb, choker, hardware, hard, steel here.
Yeah. It's nice. I mean, I think
$54,000.
I honestly think this one, the chunkier one, is who knows? It could be too much for me. Who knows? But I feel like the thinner version sometimes can also look too thin. It just depends. I still have to try it on. I tried the Tiffany version, which I thought was too thin. But then, that was also in my price point range. And I was like, yeah, it's too thin. It's
Yeah.
almost not worth it to splurge. I'd rather just go all the way out and buy the chunkiest one you can find. So this would be it. But yeah, kind of ridiculous because it has like
And
0.68 carat diamond, so not even that much.
yeah.
Yeah, and even though it looks chunky, I wonder if it's hollow. It must be. It cannot be super heavy, right? So you're not really getting a lot of material, but you're getting the look for sure, the style and the design, and it's super cool.
It's super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Wow,
more
why is
like
it so? I mean,
60K after tax.
wow, why is it so expensive? 60K.
I know. It's so simple.
Crazy. But then
That's
again,
how they get you. The
yeah,
brand.
that's how to get the ultra rich, and like I don't know why you would do that. Anyway, it's nice. All right,
Yeah.
we got one more from 60K to 99 euros.
Okay.
They have come out with a
Oh,
dog perfume.
interesting. Also green. Oh my gosh.
I
It's almost
know. What is
there.
going on? What is going on? Wait, so inspired by Domenico's Dolce's unconditional love for his loyal dog, Fefe. I was saying Fifi, right? But no, it's
Mm.
Fefe. This alcohol-free scented mist for dogs blend the fresh and delicate notes of yang liang, musk and sandalwood. It is tender and embracing fragrance crafted for a playful beauty routine. Can we
Wow,
get
the
us?
marketing.
So let me just say that this is okay. So I checked on the site, it's 99 euros. Not
Not
expensive.
bad.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. You could always spray it on yourself to smell like your dog. And if they sell that collar with that dog tag, I'd buy
I
it.
was just gonna say the paw collar. Oh my gosh, I'd die.
I know. Look at that. No way. No way.
You should buy it to put it on your dog.
Oh, wow, look at that. Like seriously, 99. Firstly, you shouldn't be spraying any kind of fragrance on your dog. Like your dog smells fantastic on its own anyway. They have this natural they have a natural odor. And it's and if when the dogs are clean and they're they don't stink actually, dogs. They only stink when they get an infection. So, but the fact that they have come up with a dog perfume is intriguing. It's $99, not too bad. I'd buy it just because of the bottle. It's so freaking adorable. It's
You know,
pretty
all the
adorable.
companies they're doing, the luxury companies, they're doing all kinds of scented products. Because Hermès, they are doing, I mean, they already did the perfume that is child friendly. So you're not
Right?
spraying on your children, you're spraying on yourself, but it's supposed to be, I guess, okay to have children around with you, right? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're going to that kind of length just to create more products and I guess appeal to more people, right? Because they're like, oh, I need this, right? The moment you're like, oh yeah, I have children, I need this. Or even if you don't have children, you can still be like, oh yeah, it must be better because it's child friendly, So this is
Yeah.
dog friendly. There you
Yeah,
go.
and also, actually what they should have done, right? So this is me. If I created a dog perfume. This, if they added, some the ingredient that would keep ticks and fleas away, it will fly off the shelf. Like now it's just perfume. It's like the bougie perfume. But if they had one more ingredient, say, I can't remember the name, but there's one where they spray on the legs or paw, because not every dog owner gives the monthly medication for dogs, right? It's one of those, what do you call it? Spectra, Next Guard and Spectra. You actually give the dog this pill. It's like, yeah, it's a medication to stop dogs from getting bitten by ticks. So some people don't believe in that. It's like kind of don't believe in vaccination and stuff. So for your dog, some of them just spray tick and flea stuff on the legs, and it kind of masks their smell when they're in the ground. So this, if they added that ingredient, which I don't remember right now, it's like, oh, they smell good and it protects them from fleas and ticks. Bye. Bye. Now it's just like, I mean, you're not sure, right? But you add that inside. Oh, and because dog owners are all about protecting their dogs.
Yeah.
The best food, don't get diarrhea, protect this, the best probiotics, the best this. So yeah, if they added it, I'd buy it. Now I'm like sort of like just for the fun of it. That's just the missing check box. But
Although,
$99.
you might want to check on these, the scented, those essential oils that they use, the ylang ylang.
Yes.
So those sometimes have properties that are kind of antibacterial or whatever. So you could check on those and then see if it helps with, the issues that you brought up. But anyway, that's just an idea.
See, Eileen, no. So Eileen, I'm in the same boat as Eileen. I'd probably get it just for display, right?
Yeah, the bottle's nice.
The bottle's really freaking cute, okay? And then, but if they created it to be like additional, because the tick flea spray is actually something like citronella or something. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it smells really good. Oh my God. I buy it. It's ridiculous. And just wait. It's gonna be even. It's already so much. It's gonna be it's gonna be flooded. Okay, the next year, all this kind of pet things.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. I'm gonna go to the comments now and see what are some ridiculous things that you all are looking at, because we picked these and I've been just like, oh my God, I need that. I saw a bolide on wheels or something. Oh shit, the bolide on wheels is really.
I thought about that, but I was like, yeah, that's really ridiculous. So just like, I thought about it though. I was like, like, I think the wheel part, I don't really associate anything with it because I'm not into cars or anything, and I'm just like, I'm not into skateboarding. Like, it just doesn't mean as much to me, which is why, even though it's kind of just fun, so I didn't end up putting it, but I did think about it. And that bag is so expensive. I don't even know if you can fit as much. Probably not, because the wheels take up space, right? Yeah, I don't think it's really just for play. Just like hold it.
JW Miller just bought 5 rodeos. By the way, if you are in Australia, there are a ton of rodeos on the site. Australia's website. I don't know. I mean, this was a few days ago. There are so many. I even saw this full Etope. Oh, there were so many. Full black, full Etope, full white, rodeo, Pegasus as well. If I was in Australia, I'd buy a few. It was online.
I feel like they were so hard to get, but they're definitely easier to get now. So it's your time to get in. I'm reading the last comment from Lance. I'm going to pull it. I bought the bolide skate I was skeptical at first, but I use it more than my V&K. I'm like, what?
Ah,
That is so cool.
man. Oh, is it the bolide with the bottom, like a skateboard? I
I
think
would
so. I
assume
think
it's
that's the
big. Is
one.
that bigger? Is that bigger than the one on wheels? Or I thought it's not the same. It's not the same, right? It's bigger, right? That's really cool. That's really cool, actually. Hmm.
Clara, Loewe is on a ridiculous run. They are clever because everything they have launched so far, there will be a buyer for it. Like if you launch something that's say okay, like the bolide with wheels, you can launch it, but nobody can really afford it. Like the general people cannot
Yeah.
afford it, right? But this one, they're going for the masses. They're going for every age group. Boom, there will be any age group in that corgi charm will buy it. Some who corgi lovers, boom. People say, "Oh my god, it's a cute panda." Buy. Old, mid, young, buy. So brilliant. Okay. The Chupa Chups, brilliant. I want it. Oh, I really want it, but I'm stopping myself, waiting for the pre-love market.
Although people that buy those things, right? These charms and ridiculous things, they don't really sell them, do they? I don't think so. Unless you really went overboard and then
Maybe if you bought
Ooh,
too many, then you get rid of a couple of them. But
maybe.
charms,
I feel
okay,
like
you
you buy
remember? Sorry, you go first.
Oh, I was just saying, I feel like you buy charms because they like you either have more of a like a memory or like a certain aspect of your life that you associate with it, or you just find your bag a bit plain, so you want to spice it up. So those are the reasons why you would buy. And so I would think that you wouldn't sell it. That's my
Mm,
reasoning. Although I might be too practical of a person that I can't think of any other reasons why you would end up selling it. So I don't know.
mm. So, okay, I agree with that because now you're sort of like we are sort of buying the charm because we have sort of like a connection to it. So maybe then
Yeah.
in that case we will not sell it. But if you think about all the charms that were like previously, now the charms are even more. I feel like custom. Mm, not customized. Like they're more like you can actually connect to them, like a corgi charm or a lollipop charm. But if you look at the past, say 10 years ago, most charms were quite standard. So you get to see a lot of them being sold, right? The puff, the little poof. Remember those poofs? You just
Yeah.
buy the poof because they're cute, but you don't really have a connection to them. So therefore, you see a lot of them being sold. Those poofy charms.
Oh, yeah, I guess so,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. And then the remember the Fendi monsters?
Yeah, so
You
many
want
of
to face
those.
again, it doesn't you don't really have a you're right. So you don't really have a connection to those charms that you just it's cute, it's very popular, it'll decorate up your bag. But I think over time you get kind of bored with them because they just you don't really have that sentimental value, not even sentiment, like sentimental feeling or some connection to your kid, your dog, your a holiday. So I see a lot of them being sold as well. But yeah, I think you're right. If you buy a charm that has some connection to your lifestyle and to your life, I think you're more likely not to sell them unless you buy too many. Mm, yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I don't really see a lot of weird charms being sold, but I do see more of the standard charms being sold.
Yeah, and it's after a while, right? It's usually
Mm.
after the trend is sort of dying down a little bit.
So JW kind of want the bolide on wheels. Where is the there we go. Joe Overjoyed says, in my journey, I have bought many ridiculous things like H vases. They cost 2,000 each.
The
Mm.
ridiculous things that we do for each. Everything is ridiculous. I agree. Everything is ridiculous these days. Luxury, non-luxury. Prices are so high these days.
This is the candy bag. The candy bag. It looks like a Halloween bag. Yeah.
I don't know because the zipper pull, like the
Yeah,
top,
that's
is
the
so
ridiculous
short.
small.
It's so short. So that's why I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't like the design. And second of all, that zipper, just like the moment I see zippers and it's too short, I already know I will get annoyed. So I'm like, no, this is not it. No.
Okay, this one from GPS. So this is the buddy charm. So GPS called it a vomit of cotton. Now I don't trust GPS anymore. Just,
I don't
no,
agree, first of
G,
all.
okay, I still trust you, but you bought a green chef bag, okay?
No, remember he also said that he wouldn't get that bag. I think he said
I
that.
know, and he will never buy chef because it's slimy and it feels greasy and oily. We don't
It's
believe you
okay.
anymore.
People can change their minds. But that's the thing. I feel like
I,
sometimes
I
you
feel
can
like
have your
disturbing him.
first impression and then like you change your mind because your first impression is not always the one that you're going to stick with all the time. And just because you have this opinion doesn't make it true for everybody too either, right?
True.
So, like I said,
Let's
at
not give
first
him
I
a
was
hard
like,
time.
even for me, at first I was like, who's going to buy this? But it really just depends, right? Like if your bag is really so plain and then it's somehow the more you see how people style it and you're like, oh, okay, I see the appeal now. And even if I don't own a dog, I'm like, oh, but I don't own horses either. I don't own birds either. But I like them, so it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, G calls it a vomit of cotton. I'm gonna make sure I find that
It's
video,
not
and
even
then
cotton.
when he gets the buddy charm in the right color that looks like Buddy, his dog, I'm gonna like, I
Yeah.
thought it looked like a vomit of cotton.
Actually, there's a buddy charm with the studs. That one's cool.
Doesn't
That one's probably even more, right? Because I don't even know how much the buddy charm is in Canada. I don't even know the price. So that studded version is probably gonna be double. I feel like just the studs alone will make it double. But the stud version is pretty cool, actually.
right.
Yeah.
And then I think okay, because I don't know what dog it is. Oh, fox terrier, right?
Yeah.
But I think doesn't like G have some like he has a dog. Like what is the dog? His dog is is it a goldie? I think it's a golden retriever. Yeah. If they make a golden retriever in a vomit of cotton design, I think he'll buy it.
Totally.
Totally, right? Totally. Yeah, anyway, the video from G, that was funny. I had to leave a comment. But then I thought, if I should have added like when's the Lindy coming?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh good, gotta give him a hard time for a little bit. Okay, let's see. They're still there. Okay, so Lance in Australia saying they are still there. So those rodeos on the Aussie website, they are still there. So if you know what, let's do it. Let's do it together. Let's scroll. It's like when we were looking like a year and a half ago
Never
or a year
available.
ago,
Yeah.
they are never available. It's like you go in a store. Oh my gosh, your essay has to bring you to a corner and sneak out those Hermès Australia. Hang on. Sneak out those charms like it's gold.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I only have how many do I have now? 2, 3, 4. 4 charms, I think, total from H. Yeah, every time it was like it's like a secret. It's like it's like getting offered a bag because it's so hard to get those.
It's even harder than bags. Can't get it.
I mean, they were both hard, but still, I was just like, it's just a piece of leather sewn into a horse. Why is it so special? At first, I also didn't understand the appeal of buying charms. I'm like, what? They were, especially the ones with wings, right? The rodeo Pegasus. they were so much more because of the wings. And if your wings were touch like mine, I have a touch one, it's like way even more. So I'm like, I can't believe I paid almost $2,000 for this thing. It's so insane. But now they're
Oh, it's
everywhere,
gone
which
in less. Okay, so I mean, they're still there, but the other day I was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. There were so many, like so many. Easily like 30 charms. I think people have been buying them already.
yeah, probably if they see them. And it's so hard because usually PM size is not really available either. It's all PM size now. Because
Oh,
there's a lot of MM size, GM size, but PM is usually the hardest to get, at least before.
yeah, there was so many. And now all the single color ones are left.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like that one in A2. That one's kind of cute.
I love the body charm, Purgy.
The body charm is cute. I think you just have to find the right one that complements your bag. And
She has a Labrador. Yeah, okay, Labrador. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a big dog, big one. I want to. Yeah, if G buys a Lindy, it's like I can never understand Lindy. We will have to tease him. We will have to. Cannot let him off for a bit. Like, ah. It's all for good fun. Okay. Yeah, this is fun. I think the luxury houses are just getting creative again. I mean, for a while they've always been creative, but I feel like now there's just so much fun things coming out again, because they went through a phase of craziness, and with all the, especially like LV, right? LV had all this like giant monograms, extremely colorful. Then I think maybe in the 2 years it sort of tapered down a little bit. Now LV, I'm not sure what they're creating, but then other brands are just coming out with more things, little bit more things. So very exciting to see, because it's not so much, it's like a touch of fun luxury rather than a full bag or a full shirt that's too loud, right? All things that are just in your face. This one is like, you can be really plain and simple, your minimalistic outfit and look, but then you got this like charm or a pair of shoes that's just a little discreet, but yet says about your personality, something fun about it. I think that's the trend. I think that's the kind of branding that people want to do now. They still want that something extra, but not head to toe of it.
Yeah, I feel like I could say that I am pretty well disciplined, not buy too many, because I'm like a lot of you, right? Like at first I'm just like, why? I don't even get it. But you get a few, and it's all for fun, and it's all for like just for that specific bag. For me, it is usually like if I find the bag a little empty, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Oh, I feel like it could use a charm. So it's all good. I think, although if you do go overboard, because it is so easy to go overboard because of the price point, right? Then it kind of becomes that same, you know how before a long time ago when people used to buy a lot of SLGs.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you buy a lot of SLGs, all the colors. You're literally collecting at one point because can't use up all the card holders you're gonna buy, right? But they become a huge collection, and you're gonna enjoy it for a while just to look at them. But after a while, you're gonna end up selling them, probably, right? At least a portion of it. So I think that's the danger, and maybe that's why companies do it, because they know that people can get addicted so easily. Because not everyone's gonna be super practical like me and just buy 4. Maybe 5, who knows, maybe I'll add a buddy charm one day. Like, it's really easy to just go overboard. And even though they're cheap, 1,000, right? Let's say 1,000 average. You buy 10, you buy 20. That's
A
a
lot.
used car. It's very expensive. It's a lot of money.
It is. It is. One lollipop, Fendi lollipop, is gonna set you back
Yeah.
$800. It's
Yeah.
not that far from a rodeo. So, but
Yeah.
I'm kinda, I don't want to walk into Fendi because I'm like, since I'm not buying H anymore, so I think that's okay. Oh my gosh, so dangerous.
Oh, yeah. This one's been going around the Hermès Budy padlock. It's been going around on Instagram everywhere. Everyone's turns out it's a key ring. So I guess there's a practical need like use for it, right? If you're willing to, scratch it and everything. But yeah, I've been seeing it go around and I'm just like, what is this? Why is everyone buying this? I didn't get it either. I'm just like, oh, companies, they're just making so many of these little trinkets for people to buy. Oh yeah. I wish it would be my like it actually costs as much as a car, like a cheap car,
Maybe
used car,
car.
but
Still,
it won't drive me.
every few times after I go shopping at Hermes, and then I walk out with this H bag or in the white bag, and then and I'm like hungry, I'll be like, I think I'll have like toast. I'll go to like this Singapore, like one of those coffee tiams, and I'll order this like rice and curry because I feel so poor. I'm like, I'm not eating dinner tonight. 560, okay, 560. There with my H bag that has so many things that I should not be buying. Like,
I know,
so
right?
poor.
It really shows where your priorities are sometimes. Like, and I'm not making fun of it. I do that too. Like sometimes when I've just spent too much money and I'm like, okay, I guess today I'll just like cook at home and I'll make like
Yeah.
whatever I can. So like I'll add some protein from like the canned tuna or something. At least I'll have some protein to
I'll
my
eat
noodles.
leftovers from yesterday. My
Well,
soup
if
from
there's
yesterday.
leftover, I always try to eat it, don't waste food. But yeah, the things we do. Hmm.
Oh, so funny. Which is what drink just drink free coffee. Yeah, that's true too. Oh, you. Anyway, but okay. But in all honesty, of everything, actually, there's some really fun stuff. Like I actually really like the Chupa Chups charm. It's a little bit of fun. I would not buy the Loewe shoes. Not that I don't like the sport shoes. I think it's more I don't have enough or kind of like a connection to Loewe as a brand. It's not something that oh my gosh, I need Loewe. But Fendi, yeah, I have a few of their things. Not too bad. I definitely want that LV bag. Which
Oh,
was
I
it?
think you should get the LV bag,
Oh,
hands
wait,
down.
where's the person? Where is it? It's where is it? Ashley, Ashley, Ashley. DM me. DM me. Help me out because I have no essay. I need it. I need to put my finger on that pre-order. I
Yeah,
need that.
that one, that's a good one. I feel like the Loewe on shoes, it's too similar to the actual on shoes. They look like on shoes. You could just buy the one that is, neutral color.
Buy three. Buy three
Yeah,
on
but
shoes.
you only need
Okay.
to buy one, or you can buy like all three colors, black, gray, and red, and sorry, black, white, and gray maybe, and then you have all three options at your disposal. Because I honestly, the brand logo for that one, it's not so obvious that I wouldn't splurge on that one. But it's not so crazy. I still don't think it's so crazy though, that one. Because if you really love Loewe, you're gonna go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not bad. They're not bad.
Yeah.
The shoes, I mean, and there's design. Vicky. Oh my god, I thought I'm the only one skipping meals after
No,
Asian.
everyone does it. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
You kind of feel a little sick, you're like and then the
No,
thought
you
of
have to
paying
because you can't always be like spending, right? It's sort of like you spend and then you have to regress and start saving. And that's when you start saving. Like the moment you spend the money, you're like, okay, now I gotta save for
Rice
the
and
next
soya
while.
sauce. Yeah, it's bad. Every time after hate shopping, it's like,
How do you get free cookies? We don't have cookies. They don't serve cookies here. They don't even serve coffee. Most of the time they just, if you're lucky, you can ask for water, but that's it. Not even like fizzy water or anything, just like the bottled water. That's it. I mean, I think I've gotten asked if I wanted coffee like maybe twice. But I think because on those days they have maybe some sort of event going, so they hire extra help to just make coffee and teas. And those are the only times I got asked. But usually not even water. If I ask for water, I'll get it, but that's it. So how do you even get cookies? We don't have cookies. Oh, Vancouver sucks. Yeah, Clara, do it. I honestly don't think they have it. And they're gonna look at you weird, Clara, because Clara's also, well, her hometown is in Vancouver too. And it's like, yeah, I've never had cookies. I had coffee once, twice. Well, my husband, because I don't drink coffee in the afternoon. And that's it.
oh, yeah. Lately in Singapore, they've been serving coffee. I've had a bit,
Okay.
but and they give this like a cake. I don't know what is it called. Like a
Oh,
it
wow.
it looks like those.
We don't
I don't
have
know what they are.
that.
It's like a little it's not a Madeline. I don't know what they are, but it's nice. It's like chocolate. They used to have cookies, so now
Really?
I'm really thick faced when I go there, and I'll be like, "Can I have coffee? And do you have that cake?" Oh, canal. How do you pronounce that? Canal. I don't know. It's like a canal. Sorry, I don't know
Cannoli?
my bakeries. No,
Cannoli,
it's
like
this
the
one.
Italian with the cream inside?
No, I don't
No?
know what they're called. Let me look. Canal. That's like dog kennel. Canelli? Canelli? How do you pronounce that? Canali.
But I don't even know
Bakery.
what it is, so I don't know how to pronounce it because I don't know what language it is. Because is it cinnamony or what? What is it?
Okay. Here's the picture. But yeah, they serve these bakery things.
You guys are
Let's
so
see.
lucky we don't have that. We only have like I said, if
These.
it's huh? Oh,
What is that? I
cannoli,
don't know.
cannoli.
It's a
So it's
small
a
French pastry.
vanilla
Okay,
rum
mixed with
egg.
vanilla rum. Mm, they're quite
Oh,
challenging apparently to make. Tender. Okay, so it says here, flavored with rum and vanilla, a soft, tender custard center, dark, thick caramel crust.
cannoli. Okay, we don't have that. Definitely don't have that.
It's yummy, lah, huh? So, yeah.
Hey, how come they don't serve this here? I've never had that here. What the? I feel so left out. Ah, Canada. Need to really catch up to the rest of the world.
Best this life, best life middle age coffee. I had never had anything else
Yeah,
than
me
water.
neither. Only water. Only water here. Only.
Only in
If they
Paris, I
even
got
remember
coffee
to
and
ask you, because sometimes they don't even ask you. And if you don't ask them back, like, oh, can I have some water? You don't even get it. So they're way
They
too
used to be
busy.
like that.
They don't even remember to ask you any, like, if you want anything. So juice
Oh,
chocolate? What? Oh my gosh. I feel like I've gotten the most kind of like best treatment in terms of shopping is when I like at Tiffany, I think I gotten chocolate and they always ask me if I want champagne, but I don't drink alcohol either, so I can't have it. But I'll have like, the bubble water, like the fizzy water. So that would be the best one. Because no, Chanel, Hermès, you don't really get anything. At Chanel, you get water if they ask you. They used to have sparkling water. They don't have anymore. So I don't know what it is. Are they cutting down on the costs, or are they just, it's just not common practice here? Because
Yeah.
sucks. Alcohol and shopping, danger. Yeah, I don't drink, so I hardly, if I ever get an alcohol drink, if they offer it, I would only sip, and I don't finish it. So I feel like it's a waste. I usually don't take it.
I wonder, Joe. So Joe's saying, Amy, yeah, Tiffany is the
Wow.
best. They gave us a whole bottle of champagne to bring home. And what cheap rate? Do they still
I
do
didn't get a
that now?
whole bottle. But yeah, Tiffany is pretty good. I like when they offered me chocolate, I was like, oh yeah, I love chocolate. I took all the chocolate. Yeah. I guess it depends, right? Like the store you shop at, and then maybe before the pandemic as well, because I definitely feel like after the pandemic they've cut down on a lot of things. And then with Hermès, I didn't shop before the pandemic, so I don't really know. Um, but yeah, I feel like Chanel, they used to have sparkly water, and they don't even have that anymore.
Wow. Wow,
Wow, that's
Tiffany,
so
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so good. I've never gotten anything like that from Tiffany.
Yeah, I mean, I got the bracelet, but then it wasn't even during that trip that I got the chocolate. It was after I became a client, and then every time, not every time, but like there were a few times I visited, I was asked, "Oh, do you want anything to drink and stuff?" It just depends how busy they are. I feel like the busier they are, like too many people walking around and needing help, then they don't really ask.
Mm,
Yeah. That's
Well,
good.
4K is still substantial, Joe. I mean, 4K is, I mean, like you could have walked in and buy silver ring and they so 4K you bought something, and then by doing that, like giving you a bottle of champagne, which cost them nothing because they own Moe and Moe and Chandon anyway, right? Um,
I think it's,
you have a best experience. You buy again.
yeah, it's their way of banking on you coming back, which is how I feel like Tiffany needs to have that practice, because they don't have the, you need to pre-spend to get this. It's not like that, right? So their type of customer service will have to be different. They have to give you incentive, so which will be in the form of like really, really pleasant shopping experience, whether you buy something or nothing. Like they have to kind of give you that experience, and that makes you want to return all the time. Or at least I don't know. I feel like if they're so forward with it, then you don't feel, how should I say it? Like, because at Chanel and Hermes, I feel like sometimes it's, I feel bad to ask for water. Like, like it's a kind of reverse psychology. Whereas at Tiffany, it's not like you expect them, but they always offer it, or they at least
Mm.
ask you, right? So you feel so valued, and you just want to go back, and it's a different psychology. But obviously, their products don't sell themselves that easily, unlike, the bags from Hermes and Chanel. There's a different market, I suppose. Jewelry is also not something that everyone would buy like super super often, because once you own something, then you kind of, I feel like people buy more to complement what they already have, unless they're really bored of the piece and buy something new. But I feel like there's less of that category than, yeah. You kind of always have to build on what you have, right? Whereas with bags or with fashion, people can get bored and they, move on from it. And so it's a different experience, definitely.
Wow, Clara's got flowers and
No.
mooncake from Hermès. What?
No.
All I've got is like cheap ang pao packets.
I'm lucky to even get that because like I almost didn't get the recent ones because like it's like if they don't. I was told I was like, oh yeah, we'll see if we have any left, and I'm like, what? What do you mean? I've shopped so much here, but I still got it. But like, you know what I mean? It feels like a different experience. It feels definitely like you're lucky to get it type of thing, which sucks.
Super cool. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up a little bit.
Wood sticks? What is that?
Yeah, what is wood stick? Is it like for the house fragrance? You stick it there and then it like smells up the room. What is this? I keep seeing this birdie thing. Like everybody's talking about some birdie
They're
charm. Is
talking
there a
about the birdie charm, the Hermès birdie charm. The one that I put on my bolide. That one's really nice.
Oh, the one with the beak is the buckle, right? Is that the one?
Yeah, it's the Kelly buckle
Lock.
part. Yeah, it's nice.
Mm.
It's nice because I feel like it's quite intricately made and it's two-sided. It's not just one side, right?
Mm.
And I like that even though it does have hardware, that part of the hardware is not it's not going to scratch your bag. It's fine because the body of your I could bring it. It's just right there.
Let's
Can
take a
show
look.
it. Can show and tell. But yeah, I really like the birdie charm because I was already done with charms before because I had my I had one rodeo, 2 Pegasus. I was like, I'm done. I don't need any more. But then when the when the birdie came out, I'm like, I actually like the birdie. So I had to buy
They
it.
got you.
They
They
got
got
me as
you.
a birdie. Now let me try to
Actually,
grab
I think that I would want to get like one more like one more what do you call it, rodeo or Pegasus, but in a full like full color. But I haven't decided, so I haven't asked my essay. But I mean, if I can get it online, why would I go and beg?
Yeah, I think now it's so much easier to get. The birdie charm is still hard, I think. Because it's still new, right? But yeah, I really think that it's so intricate. So plus
Oh
with the
yeah.
birdie charm, let me try to just take it out. With the birdie charm, okay, the birdie charm though, it just suits certain bags because the string is shorter. It's much shorter. So it suits really small bags or short bags. And it goes really well on plain bags, obviously, because it really adds to an otherwise really like it's so plain. This is such a plain bag. It's cute, but it's plain. So yeah, I really like that it's two-sided, right? Two-sided. And even though this part is hardware, I feel like because it has enough thickness from the body of the charm, it's not really gonna really scratch anything. It's still pretty thin though, which is also I like the profile. It's thin. And I think they will probably start increasing the price, but as of right now, as far as I know, whether you get just regular leather or you get a little bit of touch, it's the same. Well, it's not the same price. It's only a little bit more. Whereas the Rodeos, Pegasus, when you get a touch, is so much more. Like between a regular Pegasus and a touch Pegasus, it's so much more to buy the Pegasus. A touch. With the birdie, they only they only increase by like 100 or 200. It's not that much more. For now, I feel like they will definitely change that because maybe it's because it's still new. But yeah, really cute.
It's cute.
I know, it's so cute, right? It's really cute. And there's something about birds that I think is also universally loved by people. Even though you don't have to own birds, you just see birds in the trees or whatever. You're like, oh, bird! Like it's kind of like a kid thing. When you're a kid, you look at birds and you're really happy. So there's something
Draw
about
birds. You draw
Yeah.
birds like that.
Yeah, like birds make you happy. Maybe because they fly. So I don't know. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Cute. I like it. I like it. I like it. Wow, but I've never seen one in store actually. So
Oh yeah, it wasn't on display. I just asked for something different. I had no idea if they will have it. But it's always like that. Like, oh yeah, we just got it in. I'm like, yeah, okay.
yeah,
But
right. Yeah, right. They go to the bag, they flip the boxes like.
I know after you decide to buy so many things and then you ask about a charm and then like all of a sudden they have something, I'm like, yeah,
I
okay.
still remember in my essay,
Sure.
like, huh, you want a rodeo? My old essay, you want a rodeo? I have to ask approval. I, huh? Approval? Okay. Then goes to the back, pretends like don't know if there are like any of them inside. Like, oh my god, I don't
I know.
know. And then like take like, oh my god, and then comes out this special one. Like, you're so lucky. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky.
Yeah, that I guess it's maybe the birdies will get easier eventually, but now they're not always available for sure. I only asked once, so I never tried again. Because again, I'm not one to be like, oh, like just because I got one, I'm gonna try for another one. I really get it when I feel like I feel like something is missing. So it just so happened that they had it, but it didn't even match my bag originally. I asked for it for my mini Kelly originally. It didn't even really match it completely because it's a different hardware. But then now that I got this bag, I'm like, oh, it actually goes better on this bag. So it's good.
Nice. As we talk about dogs, so a friend of mine is just texting me and telling me like, you have to buy these dog treats now because the shop is closing for 2 or 3 month renovation.
Yeah.
I'm like, take all the treats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh. I know, right, Blue Ridge? I had to ask for approval. I mean, I scratched my head now that I think about it.
It was kind of ridiculous. Or the things they say sometimes is ridiculous because I honestly don't know what to believe sometimes. Like, is it real that they have to ask for approval or are they just saying that to you, to make it sound more exclusive?
I mean, maybe in the peak of the pandemic where it was really
probably.
wanted, right? Come on.
Oh man, seriously, 2 years? That sucks. It's like a lot of things that well, I mean, any luxury houses, but it's like when you want something and you keep asking and they don't have it. But like for me, maybe because I don't pay attention to charms very much, but it just one day I decided I'm like, oh, I'll ask just for fun. I didn't even expect it. Honestly, I would expecting nothing. But they happened to have a shipment, apparently. That was what I was told. So I'm like, oh. So that's the thing. Sometimes I'm like, oh, am I so mean to not believe what they're saying? Because like if they just got a shipment, maybe it's true. But we're all like not believing, like just half believing what they say.
Don't believe those tricks. Like when my essay texted me on the 1st of August and said like, hey, the shoe that you like, it's here. I'm like, wow, 1st of August, huh? New month, new target, isn't it? It's like, no, shipment just came in. Yeah, right. On the 1st, on a weekend.
Actually, it could be true. Both can be true. That's the thing, but we're too skeptical now because we've been jaded.
We're too jaded. Come on.
Both
Don't
could be true.
call you a bluff. On the 1st of August. I mean, you could wait until the 2nd, but no. I just cannot take it. Well, just check the time. I know Blue Egyptian on the 1st of August. I think it was right in the just no, whatever. So funny.
Yeah. But that's how I feel about luxury in general, or a lot of the just when you want something so bad and you keep asking or reminding, that's when because your expectations are so high that you just deceive yourself, especially when they keep saying no, right? So I feel like the easier way for me to approach it, and I feel like maybe because I'm more used to it now, so I can be like that. But nowadays, my mentality is a little bit more kind of like, it's not that I expect the worst, but I just kind of don't expect it almost. I expect it, but I don't expect it. Does that make sense? Like I expect it because I've been doing my pre-spend and I know what I want, but I'm not expecting them to be like, oh yeah, like to give it to me so readily. But I like, I feel like I'll just, whenever I go, we talk about the wish list, or we keep reminding them, or if it's something that you really have been waiting for, you kind of ask about it, but like just kind of half in your mind, don't think that they'll say yes. And then if they shows up, then you're gonna be much happier about it. I don't know. It's a mind game that you have to adjust with yourself, I almost feel.
Sandra's asking about Goyard bags. They seem so exclusive, and
Mm.
you can buy it only at the physical store, and there are only 6 stores in the country.
What country are you in? There's none here. There's no stores here.
I think there are 2 Goyards here in Singapore. I think. But I
Is it
never
the
thought of
US?
buying Goyard online. You cannot buy it online?
No, you can't. Their online only shows the price. You can't really order it, I don't think. I haven't
Like
checked in a
Chanel,
while.
right? You can see it, you can't buy it. Oh,
Yeah.
US in the States. Oh, I mean, I think in the States it's really challenging because it's 5 times, what, 5 times? It's so freaking large. So online is actually really important. Delivery there, it's literally 5 countries. I have to across one continent, like giant thing. So I guess in that sense, it's exclusive, but I don't think it's exclusive. But yeah, they don't make it online. They just don't. Oh, they don't even have prices online. Wow.
Really? I thought there was. I thought there was.
I can't
Unless you have
remember.
to go to their international site where they show a different currency. I don't remember. I don't remember anymore.
Hmm. Oh, Sandra says, I almost bought one in LA last month and I'm regretting that I didn't.
What?
The Goyard.
Oh.
Speaking of LA, like after the Olympics, I am so interested to go for the Olympics in 2020 2028 2028. I think it's gonna be in LA. Like the US folks, can you let me know what is the deal with the state US Olympics?
Well, you want to go to an Olympic event?
I want to go to, okay, so I have to, of course, if I go for Olympics, I must go for the badminton because it is my country's pride and joy. We are badminton players.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got
yeah.
did we get bronze? Yeah, we got 2 bronze medals. Not bad, not bad for the doubles and I think the double and for the men's double and the single as well. Yeah, I think the men's single. So I mean, of all events, I think I'll be definitely need to go for that event. And then the rest, I don't mind going for the artistic artistic event, the ones that they're swinging and jumping. I like the men's one. The ladies are amazing, but I think that's gonna be hard to go. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe I'll go for the break dancing.
That's so cool. I know. I honestly, I guess I'm so clueless. I didn't even know that it was an Olympic event. Is it new this year or is it
New.
always
It's
been?
new. It's new.
Okay. I'm
And
like, what? That is so cool.
Lance, what do you think of the Olympic breakdancing? You're in Australia. But anyway, yeah, I think I want to go, but it's just that I don't know what's the process. So if any of you know, please do share. Right? What's the process of what's the process of getting, like, do you buy the ticket 4 years in advance, or how do you book hotels? Because it's gonna be crazy. The whole world. Let's don't start, Cat. I know. It's very polarizing, but then they cancel breakdancing.
What?
Don't you know?
No, they canceled it?
Amy.
What
Oh
do you
my.
mean? No, I didn't know. I haven't been watching really the Olympics. I only watched it when it's on TV when my husband's
Are you
watching.
joking? They're not having it. Oh, okay, I didn't read this.
Why?
Austra-
Oh, I actually really like.
Australians, speak up. What have you done?
So no, what happened? Why? Why are they
I
canceling
can't say it. I have to let the audience share their thoughts. We'll get canceled if we say anything. But yes, Lance, if you don't mind, why did they cancel breakdancing?
Oh,
I
really?
didn't
Oh
know.
my god.
No, I mean it was freaking good. I mean some most parts. But anyway, yeah. Somebody please help elaborate. I don't know. I didn't know that. I
I
didn't know
mean, I
that.
can Google it just because I haven't been. Don't start cat. Like, what happened? Okay, I'll have to Google it tonight. What
Okay, why don't you Google
happened?
it? We can Google it,
Wait, you
and
want me to
then
Google it
but
now?
for every other event, I'm interested. Amy's like, what's happening? Yeah, so just Google. I am also divided by the whole thing. I thought
It
it was
already auto completed for me. Why is breakdancing not in the 2018 Olympics? And what's taking its place?
oh
Okay.
my god, she single-handedly canceled breakdancing. I have to read this after today's live. It oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Everybody's like Googling.
I'm reading it
So
now.
why don't you share it? Why don't you share your screen? We
Oh,
didn't say
sure.
anything. We're just reading what's
Yeah,
said
just
in the
read it.
news.
Why can't we say anything though? What's the taboo? Anyway, I'm reading this part now. So it says, don't flip out. It was in the 2024, but it will no longer in the 2028. Okay.
Read that type. Read that one. Team Australia's.
For example, is one of the dancers who made headlines after the performance, despite earning 0 points. And critics calling her unique dance moves, calling out her, she won the hearts of viewers and left an impact while doing so. Okay. Why did she get 0 points?
Amy.
I
Amy.
didn't watch the whole thing. I mean, I knew about it.
I'm gonna choke on my chocolate. But I mean, if there's a Halloween party, I'm gonna get myself a tracksuit in green. I'm choking on my chocolate. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, right? Because I mean, she definitely beats me in dancing and mobility and speed. Because I would not even be on that stage for sure. But
You break
yeah,
dance?
it was. No, I mean, like, I can't break dance. Like, I'm saying she's a billion times better than me. Okay, for
Yeah.
sure. However, I'm not sure how did she get on the stage though,
Oh,
because
really?
she looked. Yeah, when you compare the strength, the skill, the years, and everything of everybody breakdancing, and you're like, wait, how did she get? Because you comparing it to the best of the best of the
I
best, right?
see. Yeah.
And So your question on how did she get 0 points, you probably gotta watch.
Yeah, and now I have to actually YouTube it. But okay.
You gotta YouTube it. I was watching it and I was like, what did she? Is that a kangaroo pose? She did this.
No, maybe okay, so I'm getting the idea, not from not knowing what's going on, the idea that she did it too like artistically versus when in the Olympics it's more about technique and also the to look artistic. Is that what it is? Is that why she got 0 points?
Everybody's like, do it now. Amy, go YouTube it. Yeah, I mean, go and
I'll YouTube it on my own time. I don't think we need to show this now. But that's sad.
I love
What?
that you are so oblivious. Like it's like it is viral.
Oh. I'm so like I live under a rock. I don't really know what happened. But I have been really busy. Just in my defense, I've been really busy the last few days. We have so much family in town that I haven't been doing anything but spend time with them. Okay.
So, yeah, in her defense, in Reagan's defense, like if I were to compare, like if I were to compete with her in a breakdancing move, obviously I'd get 0 plus negative, like get out of my face kind of thing, obviously. But you know, she's competing with people who are doing windmills like this and spinning on their heads, you know, like
Yeah.
and she did like some fish move on the floor.
Oh, okay. That's interesting because I don't know if your high school like your if like because
We don't know.
I went to a high school that's very sports forward. So literally you will find like at recess or lunchtime, you'll find people huddling around, like congregating around people break dancing in a
Mhm.
surface. And it's like just students, like every day, like my like classmates, like they're just breakdancing literally, and everybody does their thing, right? And it's so
Mhm.
fun to watch. And for me, that I guess that was the first time I was kind of introduced to breakdancing, because I didn't even know what that was. But people were doing it in high school, right? Literally just on their own.
Mhm.
And to see that on the Olympics this year, I was like, wow, that is like, first of all, I didn't know it made it into an event. And when I heard that it was, I thought it was really cool because you have to be incredibly strong and skilled and well, all that to do it. But anyway, this whole
Exactly.
story.
So exactly what you are saying, and I totally, because you see them like the Japanese guy
Make
who
moves.
won he's a Japanese guy who won the men's breakdancing. Like when I saw him spin on his head,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
literally
They do that.
like
Yeah,
that.
even
It's
my
like
classmates
it's
were
like an
doing that.
upside down Chupa Chop spinning, like
Yeah, they
and you're
were.
like, dude, like is your neck gonna break? Like yeah. And but then you look at the women's side, like some of the girls, they're like doing the leg windmills, like
Yeah,
flying
yeah.
and single hand and then like backflip and wow, it's definitely strength, flexibility, mobility, it's everything, and creative. And you know what's challenging? You're in the whole spot, you're not even supposed to repeat the same move. So like one move, like you do a windmill, when you do the next, like the next battle or the next breakdance, you cannot repeat that move.
Yeah.
So, and that means if they battle all the way until the top, every single move they do, every battle, right? They have to be creative, right? The creative side of things. But it still needs an element of like strength. So if they do a windmill at the first battle, they win that. In the second battle, their windmill has to be slightly different. It's still a windmill, like maybe their legs are like that or their hands, they have to change it up so it's not repeated. So anyway, it's so crazy. You watch some of them, and like for this one who single-handedly, I'm shocked. It's killed. So the next,
Oh, that's
she
sad.
yeah, I mean, there were a lot of Australian animals.
Oh no.
But you're dying for this live show to end to watch it, right? Because you have to watch it. Yeah, and I there were kangaroos, there were snakes, there were fishes.
But that's something that you would only do, like, if you're gonna do that, you should go to, like, what's that show? Like, all these dance shows, right? All these
Do you
dance
think you can
competitions. You
dance?
should be going to those ones because those ones are definitely more, it's also technique, but it's also more artistic and it's more
Or
subject to
entertainment?
how the judges want you to perform, right? Whereas I feel like when you think Olympics, it's literally how many years of training of your craft that you've been, and so it has to be not just artistic, even though this is a dance, it has to
Right.
be more technical.
Right.
So
You're right. Exactly. For you who don't know it, you're coming from like an unbiased, who haven't watched it. It's literally that's why people are so divided. Because when you think
mm,
Olympics, you think these people have dedicated their lives since they
yeah,
were
yeah,
they were in the womb. Okay. Like they were like coming
yeah,
like that. You're gonna be an Olympic champion. And they come out 1 year old crawling, but they're doing handstands, that kind of thing.
yeah.
And so that's why it's so divided. It's so crazy that now it's so divided that it got canceled. Because it's not that,
Oh,
yeah, it's not that we don't think she can dance. I mean, I she dance better than me, which is what I'm saying. But when you're on that stage, that whole, like, everybody's like, I'm cheering for you.
yeah, but
You
it's
go like,
Olympic.
wait a
You're
minute.
you should be the best of the best. It's not just
The
about being
best of
better
the
than you
best,
or
yeah,
me.
the best. When which is why when I watch the China, right? When you watch the men's, like, it's freaking my like, I'm eating my noodles and I'm like, because you watch them do the rings, the artistic, right? Is it artistic? I don't know, the athletics, the gymnastic athletic. The guys are like swinging on the rings and they're like swinging, swinging, swinging. The next thing you know, like, whoop. Superman there, no, like the cross, like the guy is like hands straight, body still, the face expression is like he's not even exerting an ounce of energy.
Hmm.
Wow,
So
it's
you
that
know
kind of
how
thing.
Do you know how I know? Because my husband likes to watch the Olympics, so I watch it when I'm in the living room and it's on. But the reason why I knew big dancing was an event is because a Canadian guy won the gold. So
Oh yeah. No, did he? Wait, I
yeah,
thought it was a Japanese guy. Oh
no,
wait, was that the
Canadian.
Japanese
Japanese
or
is
Canadian?
woman.
Ah, okay, yeah. So but you see the Japanese, I think, second place, is it? The guy that spins on the head, like,
No,
what?
in
That kind of confused me
breakdancing,
now.
it's Canada, France, and United States.
Oh, he didn't win. Too bad. Oh, but it's the girl. The girl got it. But you
The
should watch that
girl,
guy.
yeah, Japan, and then Lithuania and China.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
knew about the Canadian guy winning because my husband told me, which is why I was surprised that breakdancing was an event because he told me that the Canadian guy won. So, because every time a Canadian wins, it's such a big deal since Canada doesn't always have, like, Canadian athletes don't have a lot of sponsors. Like, they do, but they don't have the same amount of sponsors as like USA athletes, or like, I don't know about China athletes, but anyway, like the Canadians do it out of passion almost. Obviously, it's still their
Mm.
careers and everything, but they um like if they win a medal, it's like such a big deal, right? Like, it's
It
like
is
such a big deal.
huge. Come on.
Yeah.
Like the whole I don't even watch badminton, but I watched it, like, for
Badminton is fun
Malaysia.
to watch,
It's a
yeah.
pride and joy. Like, it's like,
Oh
oh my
yeah,
god, we're gonna get
totally.
there. We're gonna get there. Like, the whole country is behind this one or two people fighting it
Yeah.
out. Like, you have no like, you don't even know the spots. But I watched that. I watched the running, which was crazy insane. I watched the BMX bikes.
Mm.
Damn. Like,
Those are crazy.
those are crazy. And I was watching the men's one. I think it was the finals. The French, like, I mean, you're on home ground, right? He goes up, and I mean, it's you can't it no matter how many years of practice, mistakes happen. So I think he went up and he did some kind of, I don't know what they call, like spin, 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 but he landed wrongly. So the bike fall under, like went under. So,
Mm.
and you only get two, I think you only get 2 chances or something. It, and even though I'm obviously not, I'm not like any country, right? But he's like, you got like, come on, bro, you can do it. The second time, you can do it. And when he did the second round, it was phenomenal. Like it was really good. Like he just, because you got to get out of that pit, whatever the thing is called, sort of wipe out that stress, right? You got to reset because the whole world's watching you. And wow, he came back. So it's like that, it's like the whole world is just watching and cheering on these people, whatever sports they are. But yeah, it went viral for breakdancing because it was so divided. It was so divided on this ray gun. And I shouldn't laugh because
I'm reading this comment. I mean, I don't know. It's all just what people are writing. So I'm just like at the bottom of the article, just reading what people are saying here. So here this person says she does not deserve to be she does not deserve the publicity she has received. She cheated her way into Olympics in the first place, being the founder of the organized breaking association that picked the athletes, and then having her husband to be a judge for who Australia sent to the Olympics. So there's some drama here other than just her performance, I feel like. Because this person is basically saying that.
Wait, I can't see it. Let me see.
Oh, you can't see it? Didn't I? Oh.
Wait. No, I mean, I can't see it. Hang on. Because I'm looking at a small layout. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because here, right? This part. They're saying that they're the founder of the organized breaking association that picked the athletes, and then her husband is the judge for Australia.
I don't know. Wow, that's new. Okay.
Well, that's just the comment section. Who knows how
Yeah,
much?
it could be.
Like these
It
are just
could
what
be
people are
fake
commenting,
news.
right?
Yeah, fake news.
I mean, we don't know, but this is just what people are saying.
A lot of controversy. A lot. Like once you watch it, Amy. Sorry. Once you watch it, you will get why everybody's like, don't start, cat.
But okay,
anyway,
but
the whole
I
topic was because
wonder.
I want to go to LA. I want to go to LA, and unfortunately, I can't watch breakdancing anymore. That's where it started. So we'll watch badminton. I hope I watch some athletics. No, sorry, not athletics. That's just impossible to get. I'm pretty sure because it's America's home ground athletic team. They always get number 1. But I don't want to watch the gymnastics.
Yeah, okay, the more I'm reading, right? Like not that I don't care about what people say, but I'm, sometimes they are real comments, real criticism. So this person saying like how did I just pass it because I was reading it. Oh, this person says shame that the focus was on the Australian and not on the Canadian who won. And then how like LA is the they're famous for breakdancing, so it's a shame that it's not gonna be there.
I mean, it's still 4 years from now, so it may change. Things can change because once you're on home ground, it might come in again. Now they say it's out, and then after that the petition, and then America will have to say, no, we gotta put it back in team sport and good sportsmanship. We should not deny all these people who blah blah blah, and it'll be back on. I don't think they will just kill it for no reason. I mean, there is reason, but not just
confirmed. It says.
I mean, now it is.
Yeah,
maybe now it is, but it can change. 4 years from now, it can change.
Well, that sucks because I actually, like I said, I kind of grew up watching breakdancing in my high school. So I thought it was so cool. I really did enjoy however long I watched on TV. I was like, oh, I enjoyed it because like literally my peers, my classmates, they were doing it, and like I
It's
didn't even
not
know it was possible
so.
to spin in your head on your head on the floor, you
How
know,
do they
like
do
that's
it?
so cool. Yeah.
Lance,
Interesting.
Lance, you're supposed to be Team Australia. Lance.
No, but I think you can still have a principle. Okay, until I watch it, then I'll be like the real judge of it. But like, it just sounds like her performance would have put shame on the rest of like the sport, basically, right? That sounded like it's what it is.
It'd be like I like I'd be like, hey, come here, let me compete with you, and then I'll just make up some moves and then spin a little bit, and then somebody will give me a couple of points, and then she'll do some.
But
So
I do wonder why it's being canceled, because like even if she got 0 points, and like that should be the end of it and just let it continue. Why does it have to be canceled altogether? That's, I guess, that's where
because
the public wants.
because because I mean, when you watch it, like you can I honestly I couldn't finish watching it because I was like I had
Lying on the floor, I see.
yeah,
Mm.
she did
I
like
could
a
lie on the floor and do a bunch of things too then.
it's like okay, I'm gonna stop. Because I thought I mean I had a class a couple of weeks ago, no, a week last week, and then we were doing some of the boxing moves, and then I just flapped my hands like that, and the whole class just laughed. Like I was like, oh, you're so bad, you know what I'm doing, but because it's so viral that the movements it become iconic now, iconic. So you can
Oh,
do it. I can do my windmill and I'm breakdancing at the moment. Oh my god. This movement.
no. If that's the case, she should go on shows like So You Know You Can Dance, like things like that. But even then, the judges, they're not stupid either. They will either pass you or they won't pass you. So like, I feel like
We
you would still need
I
to
guess
perform.
that's the controversy, right? Because you go to this kind of thing, it's just to get famous. But for this Olympic, you got to pass through like hurdles to even be selected,
Yeah. So
which is
how did that happen? How did
which
that
is the
happen? Like getting passed through all the
how did you get on?
unless
I could do it. I could do it.
maybe it's so new that they didn't have too many rules to get through the like the process, how to select the athletes. I don't
Maybe?
know.
Yeah, possible. Maybe. Like it's like okay, if they were to bring some Malaysian breakdancers, like it's such a new, like it's not. I mean, I'm not okay. So firstly, I don't know, but I think it's not like it's not common in Malaysia and Singapore. I'm sure they are, but it's not like you watch movies and breakdancing is part of a movie. I don't think here in Asia it's a big thing. Japan, obviously, I've seen because there's a lot of influence from the West. But in Malaysia, there are, but it's like a maybe just a hobby for some, but it's not. It's not like you say badminton. God, I played badminton. It's like you say you
Any
understand badminton.
Asian should play yeah, I played badminton in high school. So
Oh, then when you see your badminton player, you go, "Ooh, that's a hit. That's a good smash. That's a good don't know what. That's wow, he hit the net." You connect to it, right?
yeah, for sure.
So it'll be years before we even if they still have this spot, it'll be years and years before you even see a representation from our country. Yeah, years. No way. No way. It'll be like windmills.
Oh my gosh, now I have to really watch it.
You have
I'll
to
watch
watch
it
it.
in
Right?
5 minutes.
It's so it's wow.
That's
I mean, like
crazy.
and the worst thing is because she battled with another girl, and that girl was like, any moment she'll fly off like a helicopter. Okay,
Yeah.
but the contrast was so stark. Like it's night and day. I don't even know. It's like even worse than night and day.
Yeah. Wow, that sounds crazy. Okay.
Crazy, right? Interesting. But anyway, long story short, if you are going to LA's uh Olympics and 4 years down the line, the luxury live show is still on. We should all meet up in LA. And
Yeah.
yeah. How do you buy tickets? Do they open 2 years before? I'm sure they do. Like the World Cup, FIFA World Cups. I think tickets open 2 years before. Like you start to buy them two years before. So how I also don't know. Is it agencies to buy them? When do hotels get booked? It's gonna be crazy, crazy. Totally go LA. Yeah. I love the closing of the Olympics where they had Tom Cruise coming flying down, and then after they went to the beach, and then Red Hot Chili Peppers was playing. I was like, they're still around. Wow, grandpas rocking it out, crazy, so good. And what's that girl's name? The singer, that one that sings like can't really hear her words. That young
What?
singer.
Billie
Like it's
Eilish?
really oh, Billie Eilish. Yes,
You
Billie
can
Eilish.
hear her words. What do you mean?
No, can't
It's
hear a word.
No, you can hear her words. It's just that it's like she's a Gen Z, right? Like they have their own style. I really like Billie Eilish actually. She's a good singer. It's a different type of singing. It's not like the belting type. It's the more kind of like the quiet, and it's not
She sings in a whisper. Yeah, that's right. Like, is it me or
but
do I
try
need to
doing
get
it
my
as nice as that. It's not
It's
easy.
very hard, but I can't hear it, so I feel like I need to get my ears checked.
You have to like listen to it on like not kind of like with all kinds of ambient noise. Like it has to be in your car, kind of like isolated with the Bose system or whatever. Like it's actually maybe because I didn't really know her before, but then I went to her concert, right? Because my daughter, she likes Billie Eilish.
Ah,
And so I went to her concert, and then after that I like we keep hearing the music because she puts it in the car. She chooses the music to be on the car, so you hear it all the time. And then the more you kind of like hear it, then the more you will know her. Like when you hear her, it's like distinction right away. Like you just know it's her because nobody else sounds like her. And then for some reason, because they also put her soundtrack in, well, the show that I started watching, which is Love Island USA, like when it's the moment that like they either had a breakup or like they had a whatever, then it's just like it's so good. Like that moment where they put that music that is
mm,
like her voice, and then also the lyrics that goes with it. So anyway, I became a fan of her.
right. I get it. I think because she has it from what I've read about her is that her music just speaks to you. But I like to listen to lyrics. So I'll listen to the song, but I'll listen to the lyrics,
I think
and
lyrics, yeah, it's
hard
because it's
to
the
hear. I'll be
new
like,
gen. They always
yeah,
talk
I'm like,
about breakups and like things like that. So it's a different type of.
I'm like, whoa, I can't hear what she's saying. But okay, fine. I get it. I'll listen to like you say, ambient music. It sounds really nice. It's very soothing. It goes with the stuff. But then I'm more like an Adele, uh, you know,
That's because she was our generation. She's kind of more our generation, right? The type of music. But I guess I've been kind of been I listen to the new generation now too because all the young kids are listening to it. I literally have
yeah.
no choice but to listen to it. And then you kind of get why they like it. Because like right now, the new jazz, like jazz music, not the old,
Mm,
the new like Loewe. Her name's Loewe, right? She's half Chinese, half Icelandic. She's
mm-hmm.
so big, and her music is also very kind of like soothing, jazzy. I also went to her concert, which is why I'm like. But anyway, I like that's the kind of music I hear all the time now, not by choice, but now that I listen to it so much, and so I get it. I get it. It's kind of like what
Mm,
you grow up with, because we
right.
grew up with more of the
Pop.
I want to say 90s, yeah, pop, and there's more true lyrics. Now the lyrics is all about breakups. I'm like, it's all about breakups. But if you just listen to the melody, it's actually nice.
All about breakup.
It's literally all about breakups, and I don't
Ours
know.
is all about pain and heartache and
Yeah,
torture and
it's always
strength.
about
It's like strength. And if you broke up, no, and if you have hardship, don't worry, you'll come back stronger. Whereas
But
theirs
yes,
is like
I agree with this
breakup.
statement as well. I think Billie Eilish also she's really she actually is very gifted in terms of like a songwriter, with her brother too, right? Like that's how they but yeah, I wouldn't, her fashion sense, that's something else. Anyway, she can clean up pretty well, but yeah, usually but I think that's the thing. It's the new thing. It's the kids these days. They're all about like, it's not about how people want you to be. It's like how you want to be. And it can be quite like, yeah, not anyway. The fashion sense, I have no comment. Definitely.
All over. Yeah, I don't get her music, but yeah, when I hear some of her songs, I say, oh, okay, maybe it's a bit like Taylor Swift. Like I don't really get all her tracks, like her music. But if you ask me to listen to, U2 or Coldplay, where it's like, whoa, the lyrics speak to me.
No, that's because
I
you grew up
get
with
it.
it, babe. It's different.
What
It's
about the
different when you
lyrics? You
grow up
gotta
with
listen to the lyrics.
No,
Like
I
Taylor
know.
Swift's music is all about breaking up.
Because think about what your parents used to listen to, or maybe they listen to Chinese music, but like what they listen to, they will say that your kind of music, which is what you're describing, like the Adele, whatever, they will be like, oh, that's not good. Because that's just what you grew up with. It truly is. It truly is what you're accustomed to.
Yeah, it's true actually, and then it's also generational. I know it's 2 hours, but there was this one song that my grandfather, like when he used to play it, and then it had. Let me just. Okay, so this is truly generational because when I listen to it, I'm like, "Akong, this song so old," but my grandfather like, "Very nice, right?" Then because it had this verse that says, "Choo choo train running down the tracks." Choo choo train, and I was like, what? Choo what train
What they're
going
used
down the
to.
track? Because there used to be trains in his time. And then and then and then then there was this other thing that had like 16 miles to walk and something about walking.
Yeah, because all they
really
do is
hard
walk
to
also.
work.
Now it's like Uber and driving your own car, whatever, like
Like
space
the
is
man,
different.
I have to find those oldies, right? Something about 16 tons or something in the back, carrying some 16 tons. And I was like, wow. Now that you talk about how it's generational, it's true because I
It is.
cannot imagine
It totally is. 'Cause
trains and
if
tons
you
on my
go
back.
on, like if you go, let's say my mom gives us a lift, let's say from the airport to whatever, her car will have that Chinese music that I used to listen to because she put it on the rate, like she puts it on when I was a kid, and that's the kind of music that they listen to. And then when she comes
Tortured
to our
soul kind of
car, we
music.
just have the radio on, which is whatever is on the radio now. And or
Right.
actually, if we have a playlist, it would be like the R&Bs, right? Like just the really good 90s music. And if it's not up to us now, because now also like we have a teenager, right? She started driving, and even if she's not the one driving, she's like holding the phone, dictating what we're listening to, which is all literally all the Loewe, the Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande. I actually like her, and like all of these like
New ones.
newbies, like the new age. It's totally different
Music.
vibes. Each generation, totally different vibes, and you will
This is
always find that the one you grew up with, the most soothing. because
Yeah,
I
for
like
sure.
90s music, R&B, so good. It's like
So
you
good.
literally can sing with it, right?
Mm.
Holding love to you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, it's like all those are good music,
True.
but then it's just what you grew up with, right? So
It's
yeah,
true.
it's
It's
different.
true.
It's different.
It's
And
true.
to them, it's
So
like,
when they and
favorite
it's
music.
the where we came from, the Olympics. So they had Red Hot Chili Peppers connecting to, like, I'm like, whoa, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Then the guy's like rocking it out, and then suddenly it swaps over the closing. It swaps over to Billie Eilish, and I'm like, what's she doing?
I
What's she
actually like
doing
Billie
there?
Eilish. But anyway.
What's she doing? But she was singing a very popular song, like
uh, yeah.
some really, and I'm like, oh, I've heard this. Oh, I didn't know it was Billie Eilish, but
Uh,
it was so different. We got
yeah.
this guy who was banging it out, and then the bass drummer, he's like he's like bald, and I don't know, is he gonna break his back any minute now? And Billie Eilish is like just like
Maybe because
generations apart.
I really enjoy watching singing contest shows as well, like the reality shows. So I've learned to enjoy all types. Even country music is actually kind of good. But in the end, what you will like the most is literally what you listened growing up. Literally is always like
Totally.
that. It's always like when someone sings like in a contest setting, if they chose to sing like a R&B music that we grew up with, it's literally like, oh yeah, let's hope he wins because it's such a great song, because that's what you associate
Mhm.
with. And then all these country folks that, because country music is not something that I really grew up listening to, but somehow in the USA especially, right, there's so many country music fans, and you don't really understand why it's so popular. But then, after you hear it for a while, you're like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. Not my favorite, but I get it. It's kind of like that.
All right. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed a little diversion. But yes, so we will see you next. Wow, this month we got 2 more lives for the
Yeah.
August, right? So if you came in late, next week we're gonna talk about the recent private sales at Hermès. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, and maybe a little bit of a sharing of what I bought. And then end of the month, please do block your time, because we've got Oksana joining us on a different timing. So please follow us on our community post, follow us, and we will post it then. Otherwise, bye. We can check in with Amy after she watches some clips.
Ask me again in 2 weeks.